Okay, today we're going to make a double point card, and I made one earlier and it looks like this. You open it up, there'll be this one I didn't stamp, but you can stamp an image on there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock. And then we're going to have a mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is going to be the base of the card. So you're also going to need 2 pieces of coordinating pattern paper, and they're both 3 inches by 4 inches. Okay. So what we're going to do with these 2 pieces of paper is we're going to score them. If you put it on the side where the 3 is, you score at 1 inch. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the paper and you're going to fold it over to meet the score line like a triangle in the middle. Fold over the pattern that you want. This is double-sided pattern paper. And then you do the same for the other side. And then you're going to fold it, use where the score line is. So it should be a nice, kind of look like a little hat, a little boat or hat. Okay, so this one you score, it's scored already, so you do the triangle, meet it in the middle, and use your bone folder to burnish it down. Then take the other side and do the same thing. Use your bone folder. And then you fold it over for where you made your score line and you burnish it down. Okay, so now if you want to stamp your card in the middle where you want your sentiment to be, you can do that now before we put the thing together. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to take these pieces and you're going to put some adhesive on the piece that's going to fold under. So what you want to do is be able to put it in there and make sure that it folds nicely over. And then you can use your bone folder to burnish it down. Now if you have a little sliver, I have a little sliver over here on the side, I'm just going to cut that off. So you can just cut that off if that happens. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive on the other side. Burnish that down. Okay, so now this whole piece, gets attached to the coordinating cardstock that you have. So I'm going to put some, and make sure you have enough adhesive on it so that you get a good, so it doesn't move around. And then I'm just eyeballing it into the center there. Okay, so now this is what you should have. This is what it looks like. Okay, so now you can pick any shape you want. I have a bracketed shape here, and I have a couple of layers, and I have a sentiment here that I stamped. So you can just use a focal point with flowers or whatever you want. So I'm going to put some adhesive on it. Put some adhesive on this one. but I'm going to put a little butterfly. So I'm going to put a little butterfly in the corner here. And I have a little flower there. Or maybe I'll put it this way. No, I like it in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive on the butterfly. Put it in the corner here. Then I'm going to put the little flower. I'm going to put it there. Okay, so now I'm going to take some dimensional squares here. And I'm just going to put it at the very top because you want to be able to open the card. So you want it to cover and you want to be able to open the card. Now these pieces here, you probably want to put some adhesive down so it stays down. Okay, so this part here, I'm peeling it off and I'm putting it just so I make sure that it is covered. But you want to make sure that it's covered. I didn't do a good job doing that. But when you do yours, you want to make sure that this part, that you cover your adhesive so it doesn't stick to the, although this one is not really sticking, but so that it closes. Now if you wanted to, you could keep yours closed and just use that as the card itself without opening. But this one, you know, I'm going to probably stamp a sentiment in there. And I'm going to use some bling, of course. And I have my katana. I'm going to put some bling right here in the middle of this little flower here. And then I'm going to put some here with a butterfly in the middle. I think I'm going to put a third one there, so that's going to be like his little body. This is an old Stampin' Up set that I had for a while that I think I've used it once. But now, since I've been working at home and reorganizing my craft room, I've been using all my stamps. So then I'm going to stamp a sentiment in there, or some flowers or whatever, and that's it. It's a very simple card, but it's very pretty. It'd be something really nice for somebody to get in the mail. Okay, thanks for watching.